Welcome to the Warlords of Draenor Looking for Raid Wing preview series by Line of Sight Gaming. Our YouTube channel, LOS Gaming Show, is dedicated to making quick tip videos. You can visit by clicking our logo. Today in our line of sight is Hellbreach. Let's ensure the Burning Legion doesn't secure a foothold in this world by breaching the gates and purging the fell corruption that has taken hold.
Within the gates, you'll find the Iron Horde hard at work preparing their siege machines. Once you have cleared the courtyard, Siege Master Martok will come to see what's causing all of the commotion.
Your goal is to defend the ramps and prevent Martok's forces from disabling your cannons before they can successfully break down the reinforced Hellfire door. When you engage, have your DPS focus on her so that she flees from the fight early.
Each tank pick a cannon to defend and gather the adds at the base of the ramp leading up to it. If any of them get by you, they will begin to damage the cannons. Melee DPS will be in charge of interrupting and killing the adds that are launched towards the ramps. Try and be vigilant about interrupting the engineers and fellcasters.
Once the fellcasters reach half health, they begin to cast Metamorphosis, which turns them into a gore-bound terror. The terror will be the biggest threat due to their raid-wide AoE damage. Always switch to them. Ranged DPS, position yourself towards the gap in the debris wall so you can take down the siege equipment quickly as they approach.
When a siege machine is destroyed, they will drop a fellfire munition that needs to be grabbed and taken up the ramp to load one of your cannons. Once you have fired enough shots, you will blast down the gates of the Citadel.
Having escaped the initial assault of the Citadel, Siege Master Martok has found refuge in the masterpiece of Siegecrafter Blackfuse. The Iron Reaver represents a perfect union of goblin engineering and fell energy.
Carefully approach the Iron Reaver from all angles. Leave a space for the tank to safely move to when they are targeted with artillery. Spread out the best you can while still being in range of your healers.
Immolation patches will begin to dot the area and tend to add up fast. Anytime Iron Reaver begins charging an attack and is pointed your way, move quickly. It is either Barrage or Blitz, and both are attacks that you will want to avoid.
Once her power is filled, she will take off into the air. She'll begin coating the ground with fuel and igniting it. DPS during this phase should focus on the bombs that she'll be dropping. An orange swirl will mark their intended location. If a red arrow appears over your head, it means you are the target of her artillery strike. Run away from the group so you limit the amount of damage you do when she launches it toward you. Focus on avoiding her fel-empowered blasts, and you'll ensure Martok doesn't escape again.
The Iron Horde were successful in the subjugation of most of the denizens of Draenor. KORMROK was a different story. It wasn't until Gul'dan arrived with his fell power that they were able to subdue the giant.
KORMROK's abilities are determined by which of the 3 pools he last leapt into. Each time he picks a new color of pool, it will give him 3 charges of that empowerment, loosely spread to limit the amount of damage from pounding, which he will occasionally use in between his other skills. The orange pool charges him with explosive energy, which will allow him to use explosive runes and explosive burst. The runes will show up on the ground and will need to be walked over by players before they grow and do more damage to the whole raid. Explosive burst is used on KORMROK's current tank. When this happens, it is best to run away from the tank or you will take a considerable burst of damage.
The green pool imbues him with foul energy. Now KORMROK can summon grasping hands on all raid members that will need to be DPS down to free everyone. Also, the tank will be afflicted with Foul Crush, which is a hand that will attempt to crush the life from them if the DPS doesn't free them quickly.
Lastly, the purple pool will splash out waves that will have to be avoided as they crash through the center of the room. The tank will need to deal with SWAT, which KORMROK uses to smash the tank backwards. Position yourself so you get knocked back towards the door leading into the room. The farther you fly, the less damage you take.
The forces guarding the exterior of Hellfire Citadel have been defeated. We have barely set foot into the fortress itself, and the corruption of the Legion's fell power is already evident. This has been Tatva
and Tovo, with a Looking for Raid Wing preview by Line of Sight Gaming. If you'd like to see our normal and heroic strategy guides for the Hellbreach bosses, click on any of these links.